Have you ever felt like the universe was trying to talk to you? You see the same number, again and again. Someone says something that answers a question you never asked out loud. A thought, a feeling, followed by a sign. It feels like a coincidence, until it happens too many times to ignore. What if those moments weren't random? What if the universe has always been speaking to you in its own language? Every ancient culture believed in signs, symbols, and hidden messages. Today, we call it intuition or synchronicity. But what if it's more than that? What if your thoughts are not just thoughts, but messages, transmissions the universe hears and responds to? Modern psychology shows us that our focus creates our reality. Spiritual teachings tell us that energy attracts energy. Between the two lies a powerful truth. The universe is listening and it's speaking back. In this video, I'll show you what that language looks like, how to hear it, how to speak it, and how to align with it so that you stop chasing life and start flowing with it. Because the signs have always been there. You just haven't known how to read them until now. Let's begin with something powerful: intention. Most people think their thoughts are private, internal. But what if your thoughts are actually vibrations, tiny signals that ripple out into the world around you? In psychology, we know that what you focus on expands. Your brain filters reality through what's known as the reticular activating system, a mental gatekeeper that chooses what you notice and what you ignore. Ever buy a new car and suddenly see that same model everywhere? That's your RAS in action. Now imagine what happens when you focus your attention on opportunity, or fear, or love. Your brain begins to tune your reality to match your inner state, but it goes deeper. Spiritual traditions, and now even quantum physics, suggest that your energy matters. Your emotions have frequency, your beliefs create resonance, and your focused intentions begin to shape how reality flows around you. This isn't just philosophy, it's practical. When you wake up and consciously say, "Today I choose clarity," or "I am open to guidance," you're not just setting a mood, you're sending a signal, a vibration, and the universe responds. Energy flows where intention goes. The more aligned your thoughts, feelings, and actions are, the clearer your signal becomes. And once your signal is clear, synchronicities start to appear. Opportunities shift. People enter your life at just the right time. In other words, intention is the first step in learning the language of the universe. Have you ever experienced something that felt too perfect to be random? You think about someone, and they call you. You're struggling with a question, and a stranger says something that feels like an answer. You open a book, and the very first sentence speaks directly to your situation. This is not coincidence. It's what Carl Jung called synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence that has no logical explanation, but deep emotional impact. Synchronicities are like echoes, reflections of your inner world in the outer one. When you align your thoughts and emotions with clarity, the universe begins to mirror you. Your external world becomes a canvas for internal transformation. You're not imagining it. You're in communication with something greater than logic. And the more aware you become, the more these moments seem to multiply. You start to notice patterns. The right people show up. The timing feels guided. You feel supported. But here's the key. Synchronicity doesn't work when you're forcing or chasing. It happens when you're open, curious, and emotionally in tune. When you follow those signs, even small ones, they begin to build momentum. It's like the universe is saying, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going. Think of it like a cosmic conversation. You send a message through your thoughts, energy, and attention, and the universe answers in symbols, moments, and alignments. Are you listening? Because the universe speaks softly, but when it does, it changes everything. The universe rarely speaks in words. Instead, it speaks in symbols through emotion, intuition, repetition, and the subtle language of the subconscious. Have you ever seen the same number appear over and over again? 1111 on the clock, 3003 on a receipt, 777 on a license plate, or maybe you keep seeing the same animal, image, or word in different places without trying. These aren't coincidences, they're signs. Symbols are the vocabulary of the soul. They bypass logic and speak directly to your deeper self, your intuition, your knowing. And the moment you start noticing them, you begin to decode the secret grammar of the universe. In dreams, a snake doesn't always mean danger, it might mean transformation. A door might not just be a door, it could represent a choice, a beginning. This is the world of archetypes, universal symbols that live inside all of us, passed down through centuries, cultures, and human experience. Carl Jung believed that these archetypes, like the hero, the shadow, the wise mentor, shape the way we interpret life. And guess what? The universe uses them to guide you, to nudge you toward growth. The more aware you become of these patterns, the more fluent you become in this symbolic language. Start paying attention to what keeps repeating in your life. A phrase, an image, a person, a dream. Ask yourself, what could this mean for me? Don't try to figure it out with logic. Instead, feel into it. Symbols speak through resonance, not reasoning. And here's something beautiful. The universe knows your personal language. What a white feather means to you may be different from what it means to me, but the message is just as real. When you open your awareness to these signs, you begin to live in a different state. One where life feels guided, connected, alive with meaning. Because in truth, the universe is always speaking. Most people just forgot how to read the signs. So if the universe is always speaking to us, the real question becomes, can we speak back? And the answer is yes. But not with words in the traditional sense. The universe doesn't speak English. It speaks energy, intention, vibration. Just like a radio only plays the station you're tuned to. The universe responds to what you vibrate, not just what you say. So how do you communicate with it? 1. Get clear on your intention. Before the universe can respond, it needs a clear message. Most people send mixed signals, wanting one thing, fearing another. But when your thoughts, emotions, and actions align, you create a focused, energetic frequency. Ask yourself, what do I really want to invite into my life? Then feel it. Visualize it. Live like it's already arriving. 2. Ask and release. You don't need to beg or control. You simply need to ask with clarity and let go. This is where trust comes in. Ask the universe, show me what I need to see. Then release the outcome. Let signs come to you naturally. 3. Listen in silence. True communication is a two-way process. To hear the universe, you must create space internally. Spend time in stillness. Meditate. Take walks without your phone. Notice what stands out. A thought, a symbol, a person, a dream. Often your answers arrive in the silence between thoughts. 4. Follow the nudges. The universe often speaks softly. A quiet idea, a gut feeling, a sudden opportunity. When you follow these intuitive nudges, you show the universe that you're listening, and that strengthens the connection. Communication with the universe is less about words and more about alignment. Speak through your energy, listen through your presence, and most importantly, trust the dialogue. Because the more you listen and respond, the louder the universe speaks back. Now that you've opened the door to the universe's secret language, what will you do with it? Will you go back to seeing signs as just coincidence? Or will you start noticing them as whispers of truth, guiding you, inviting you, aligning you with something bigger? The universe is already speaking to you. The question is, are you ready to speak back? Here's where you start. Take a moment right now to set one clear, simple intention. Something your soul wants. Something that feels aligned with who you're becoming. Write it down in the comments. Say it out loud. Claim it. Whether it's clarity, healing, purpose, love, or freedom, make your intention known. Let this be your message to the universe. And don't forget to listen. The response might come in a song lyric, in a dream, in a stranger's words, or in something you almost ignored. If this video spoke to something deep inside you, like it to anchor that intention. Comment with your sign, your story, or your synchronicity, because this isn't the end of the conversation, it's just the beginning. The universe is listening. Are you? You've just taken your first step into something ancient and deeply personal. The language of the universe isn't taught in school. It doesn't use grammar or logic. It speaks in moments, in energy, in resonance. Every thought you think, every emotion you carry, every intention you set is a message, and the universe always responds, sometimes through signs, sometimes through silence, but always in alignment with what you're ready to receive. So the next time you see that repeating number, feel that strange pull in your chest, or hear words that seem to echo what's in your heart. Don't brush it off. Pause. Listen. Ask, what is this moment trying to show me? Because life isn't random, it's responsive. And the more you live in tune with your inner truth, the more clearly the outer world reflects it back. You are not here by accident. This message found you for a reason. Now, go out and speak your truth, and watch what the universe whispers in return.